Alrighty, fellow travelers, welcome back to the Adventures of a Traveling Don. My name is Benjamin O, and I'm here in Bar Harbor, Maine, and Acadia National Park, and I've got something special coming up for you guys. This is going to be a two-part video, one that will release this weekend, and then one for next weekend. And what I'm doing is I'm showing you Acadia National Park and Bar Harbor during a 4th of July weekend. It's one of the busiest weekends on the island. There's so many people that come out, particularly for the festivities on the 4th of July, which for me is tomorrow. But today, we're shooting first. This first video is on July 3rd. I'm gonna take you out of Bar Harbor and kind of like get you to the other parts of the island, which when you're here on a busy weekend, if you wanna escape the town, you can kind of like follow this guide and you can get a little bit more of kind of like a relaxed vacation. And then of course tomorrow in the next video, or next week for you guys, I'll show you what it's really like in Bar Harbor on the 4th of July. So let's go ahead and get going and start this first video. So one thing that you can do before you even leave Bar Harbor, that's kind of like a nice little quiet thing, even during a busy weekend like it is for 4th of July, is to take the shore path here, which starts on opposite ends, but the main start is usually over by the wharf and where the Bar Harbor Inn is, and you kind of just take the path all the way back down towards where I think where it loops off, and then you end up back at where the park is and the YMCA on the south end of the town. But it's kind of about a mile long, and it's really nice, particularly the south end. Most people, they come down from the inn and then they stop at the park and then they go back up towards like where Balance Rock Inn and then back to the Village Green. Not many people come down to the south end, and the south end is actually really nice. It's a little bit quieter, and then you kind of get like a great view of the breakwater, and of course got good old Margaret Tide back there as well. Beautiful boat. Eventually, I will have a video being on the Margaret Tide. But yeah, it's just kind of like when you're in Bar Harbor, this is a great kind of first thing before you head out to the rest of the island. And it's still decently quiet, particularly south of the little park up here. So anyway, tip number one. You head out to the island, you obviously need to fuel up and get some grub in you. Now, before you leave Bar Harbor, you want to stop at this place called Cafe This Way. It's right off of Mount Desert Street. It's kind of like down an alley. What you do is you follow the little yellow footprints, which is actually kind of cool, all the way to the host stand. They take you in. It's really nice. Got a lot of outdoor seating, really kind of like back alley, quaint little spot. It is very popular. It's been around since 1997 as a staple here in Bar Harbor. It's not on the main beaten path, you know, it's just kind of like just a little off to the side. But when you come here, you want to fill up, you got to get the Cafe Monte Cristo. It is a French toast sandwich with fried egg, ham, cheddar cheese, maple syrup. I mean, this thing is just massive. It's like huge. But anyway, cheers to you guys. Oh. Mixture of salty, sweet, and that French toast. Perfect. So the first stop to make outside of Bar Harbor is just right outside of town as you're heading down the 3. And if you're heading, like, say, to like the Sur de Mont entrance and the Park Loop Road, stop off just to the left here is a place called the Wild Gardens of Acadia behind me. And it's really, really nice. Just kind of like this lush, almost like fern jungle in there. There are some flowers. I think during springtime, it's actually a little bit more, you get more color, get more pop. And then, of course, during fall, you have the perfect trees around here that'll have all the fall colors. So definitely come here if you're in the fall time. But during the summertime, it's all about kind of like this little lush green fern garden, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, Wild Gardens of Acadia is a great first spot. And it's like, it's got access to all the trails. So if you're on the trails, sometimes you can actually come back around this area. This is all these trails that go around behind Bar Harbor, Witch Hole Pond, things like that. Like I said, all these trails some way interconnect along Acadia National Park. But yeah, Wild Gardens of Acadia, stop one. Okay, so the second spot outside of Bar Harbor is this place called Hunter's Beach. Now, this one I'm gonna give you guys is kind of like a scavenger hunt challenge because I'm not gonna tell you exactly where it is. I'm just gonna say it's called Hunter's Beach. It's this beautiful kind of like nestled cove and rocky beach area. Again, I won't say because this is very much a local spot, and us locals, even the summer locals where I'm up here during the summertime, we love coming out here because it is just really nice, really quiet. It's a great place to get away during the 4th of July weekend. So I'm gonna make it a challenge if you guys can find it, because it is part of the park and it is marked. It has a marked trail and everything. It's really nice, a nice little trail. But I'm not gonna tell you because that is your challenge for you guys. But anyway, this is Hunter's Beach and you just listen to the waves. It's so gorgeous. It's one of my favorite spots on the island. A rock skipper. I am not. So not a full number 3, but just kind of like a 2.5 quick stop off spotlight. Definitely one of the great gems is the Asquith. It's changed ownership over the years, but they've actually renovated it. Inside it looks really, really nice. They've gone back to the old tablecloths for like dinner time that they were setting up. I got to kind of sneak peek. They're actually in between right now. Right now it's what, about 3 o'clock-ish, about 3:15. So they're not open right now. They're open for lunch from 11:30 to 2:30, and then from 5:30 until close for dinner time. But it's a great spot to come and get a popover and get a nice little cocktail or a mocktail, sit out on the deck. Probably one of the best views from any restaurant on the island for sure. It's like, it's up there for sure. But yeah, definitely Asquith. That is kind of like a nice little little gem that I wanted to point out. I've already done a video on them last year, but I just wanted to give a shout out to the roots of me here in Acadia. Okay, so the third major little hidden gem that you can do on a busy weekend in Bar Harbor is to come out here to Suminsby Park. This is basically right off of Sargent Drive, off the 3 in between Northeast Harbor and Somsville. You can blow by it easily. It's like, it's not even something that's on a lot of people's radars. But it is beautiful because it's a small little park that has like a rocky beach, and it's just this, it's right off the Somme Sound, which splits the island almost into, you know, this side of the east side where a main part of Acadia is. the west side, which I've done a lot of videos on last year. Definitely check out that playlist. But it's like Acadia Mountain, St. Xavier, Southwest Harbor is further down there. And you just see sailboats and tour boats and lobster boats just all coming up and down. Much of a local spot. And it's just gorgeous to come out here, have a picnic. They've got picnic tables, they've got grills, they've got campfire spots as well. So you can come and roast some marshmallows, dogs, or grill some fish and steak and just enjoy yourself. It is just a beautiful spot here on the Somme Sound. Like I said, a nice little hidden gem. Okay, so the fourth spot today is on the north side of Long Pond. This is where you come during the summertime to rent some kayaks, canoes. There is a rental spot here. I'll leave links in the description for all the stuff so you can check out their time listings, the reservation lists, and then of course the amount of money that it costs. It's not too bad. Given. I think the best one is like the sunset time. You can get it like after 5 p.m. until roughly around sunset, which right now is like 8. So you get a good 3 hours, and it's about $22 an hour. But you can get canoes, you can get kayaks. Locals come out with their boats and all that stuff to dock and kind of go out into the lake. But the pond is a huge, I would consider it a lake really, but it is absolutely massive. And it gives you great views of, you've got like Beach Mountain in the background and Manset over there. But yeah, definitely got to check out Long Pond and the canoe rentals up here. So definitely well worth it on a warm day like this to get out into the water. So the fifth hidden gem here is in Southwest Harbor. It's called the Causeway, and it's just this rocky causeway that connects the north and south side of Southwest Harbor for walkers. You don't have to drive all the way around if you live in this area, or maybe if you're staying at a Vrbo or an Airbnb or something like that. You can walk over and then walk eventually into town. Still a bit of a ways to go, but it's a nice little spot to just come and get some great picturesque pictures, because you have the bay on this side that's kind of like the inner bay side, and then you have the outer bay that leads out to the harbor and of course into the Atlantic Ocean. And it's just a peaceful place. You know, it even has like its own little like small beach over here where you can lay out, catch some sun, just relax. The water's nice. It's a little cold, but it's a great kind of like hidden gem spot, like just basically what this video is about, to get away from Bar Harbor. It's just, I love this place. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so after all the fun, we gotta have a place to have some dinner, and I'm here at Hearth and Harbor. I've actually already had dinner, so I'll go over what we had. It was a little loud inside, and you're only allowed to eat inside. As of right now, they haven't done service for outside here. Right now, the outside is just for like waiting period and for having a drink. But I can tell you right now, dinner was absolutely fantastic. Number one, if you're into pizza, this is probably the best pizza I've ever had on the islands. Mount Desert Island is really not known for this pizza, but this place, it opened up, I believe, last year, and this is my first time coming here, and oh my God. Like, the starter was amazing. I had the mortadella with, had like some pistachio on it, a little bit of like, I can't remember the sauce, but it was like a spicy like chili sauce. Just drizzled a little bit over there, and ricotta cheese, and you just roll that up. It was so good. And then the pizza is like Neapolitan style, you know, wood oven cooked, and it was the pepperoni and garlic, and oh my God, it reminded me of some of the pizzas I've had in Italy. It's just so good, so goopy. You know, technically you might use a fork and a knife for it because it's hard to pick it up, but it was absolutely delicious. like I said, probably the best pizza I have had on this island. So, but yeah, Hearth and Harbor in Southwest Harbor. If you're ever on the west side, come and check this place out. Get some dang good food, and it's kind of cool. It's like a rustic eatery. It's really cool. It is rather warm inside, so because of all the wood Evans going, so it does get a little toasty, but it is well worth it. So, all right, guys, I got one more spot for you after this, so let's go. Okay, so for the final part of today's journey, we are here at Seal Cove, which I've done a couple times last year in different videos. But today I just wanted to do a place that's really great for sunset, that's not a busy spot. It's not like Bass Harbor Headlight or Cadillac Mountain or anything like that. It's this beautiful area, beautiful cove that, you know, you can go and kayak. You got a lot of local fishermen fish out of this area for lobsters and everything else that the island needs. But it's just this beautiful, quaint, quiet cove where you have some great areas for picnics. It's almost kind of like a theme of today's video is, where can you have a picnic on MDI? But this is an awesome spot. It's about as west as you can go on the island. It is west side, like I said, it's called Seal Cove, and it is a beautiful spot for a sunset, for sure. So, but I thought I would share that with you guys. Okay guys, so that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. I'll leave all the links in the description for everything that we did today, and definitely look forward to the next video, which I'm shooting tomorrow, but you will see next weekend when I launch the 4th of July in Bar Harbor. So get ready for some fireworks and a lot of fun around town. It's going to be crazy. It's basically what the town is all about. But I figured this first one, I'll give you some things to get away from Bar Harbor for when you're here on the weekend, but you do have to be in town for the 4th. So, alright guys, thank you so much. I will see you guys on the next video in Bar Harbor, and I hope you guys have a great day. Just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.